let's move on to LeBron James. So LeBron James was on his podcast with JJ Redick, Mind the Game, and he said something interesting about Kyrie Irving that I wanted to kind of just play for y'all and speak on it, because what he said was really, I mean, I don't think I've ever heard him say something like this about Kyrie Irving ever since he left Cleveland, right? So it was really good to hear him say this, but I seen something else in his whole statement, and I'll tell you what I seen.
So with Kyrie, what is your favorite thing about Kyrie, the basketball player?
Listen, I will call Kyrie the wizard all the time. Like, all the time. Like, there was nothing on the basketball floor that Kyrie couldn't do. And sitting here watching it, I'm playing like so fucking happy and so proud and to watch him and continue his growth or whatever the case may be. And at the same time, I'm so fucking mad at the same time that I am not his running mate anymore. So I'm like, I just remember those times. And back to what you were saying, JJ, like to have a guy like Kyrie Irving as the ultimate wild card, that's like having it's like having a draw four in your hand every time someone deals you cards in Uno, like every single time, because he has the ability to, like you said, I saw him in game one, Western Conference Finals, game one. I think up until that point, I don't know the stat because I'm not writing down the stats and I don't call the games like you guys, but I think Kyrie was only averaging like 8 points in the first half, like in the second round of the playoffs. He was getting 16 to 20 in the second half, but in the first half of games, it was
like 6 to, it was like 6 to 8. Yeah, I don't know the exact number. It was 6 to 8. Yeah.
And you're like, okay, you're gonna have Kyrie in the fourth, but I need you sometimes in the first half too, brother. But like what he did in game one, it was like at the Western Conference Finals, it was like that was like, oh shit, Dallas may be able to not only win the Western Conference Finals, they might be able to win the whole thing because of that wild card. I have so many words to praise Kyrie that I end up with absolutely none, because he's the most gifted player the NBA has ever seen. He has the best gifts I've ever seen of any NBA player. I've never seen a guy in my NBA life that feels better at times shooting with his offhand than he does with his primary hand. If Kyrie's off in a game with his right hand, he will literally go exclusively to his left hand. I've never seen nothing like that. The shot that he made versus Denver towards the end of the regular season on Joker, it's one of the most ridiculous shots I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He's just that special.
I said...
So he said a lot of things in there. One of the things he said is that Kyrie Irving is the most gifted basketball player that has ever played in the NBA. He said that. He also said that even when he watches him play, it brings him joy, it makes him smile. But at the same time, he gets so mad because he's not his running mate anymore. Which is interesting because this is a point that Kyrie Irving had already got to years ago. I think maybe last year, a year before last, maybe when he was in Brooklyn. And I think I did a video on this, and it was kind of strategic, but I think it was also true at the same time. I think he was getting so much flack from the media, and he understood that the media was coming at him so much because of their love for LeBron James, and they felt like Kyrie Irving did something to LeBron that, piss him off and piss his fans and his media off. And that's by leaving Cleveland, and he took a couple of shots at him, not purposely. I remember when he joined up with Kevin Durant and he said that, playing with Kevin Durant, this is the first time I got a guy that I'm playing with that can hit that shot like I can, right? That game-winning shot like I can. And everybody was like, man, what do you mean? You play with LeBron. He's in the GOAT debate, blah, 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 But what he was saying is it being a pure scorer. Basically what LeBron is saying about Kyrie Irving right now is what Kyrie was saying then about Kevin Durant, right? Another pure scorer, like, as great as I am as a basketball player, the way I shoot, the way I score, Kyrie Irving got that to his game. And he got a bag. And he got wiggle, right? I heard somebody say he dribbled in cursive, right? Kyrie is just that dude. And he's saying, dang, I finally get to play with Kevin Durant. He's cut from the same cloth. It wasn't a slight at LeBron, but it's obvious that LeBron ain't a scorer like Kevin Durant or Kyrie. Now, he can put up the same amount of points by getting to the hole. But for me to say that Olajuwon and Shaquille O'Neal is the same type of score is not accurate. They can both put up 30, but the way Shaq go put up 30 is by dunking you into the rim, and Olajuwon can do it in every way possible on the basketball court. That's what Kyrie and KD is, and LeBron is a guy, I'm going to take you to the hole, I'm going to dunk you in the rim, you can't stop it. Every now and then I'm going to hit a jump shot, every now and then I'm going to hit a three-pointer. But that ain't what his game is. He would rather pass for that final shot, and that's why Kyrie Irving was so important to LeBron. So when LeBron said that he's the most gifted player and he praised the way he scored, and he said, man, I'm mad that I'm not his running mate anymore, because he sees how easily he just came over there and made Luka go from getting clapped in the playoffs to making it all the way to the finals, beating the number one squad in the league in OKC, and then beating Minnesota, who had the number one defense in the league. When they see how easy it is for Kyrie to score and to be someone's running mate like that, LeBron is like, shh. If I had him in LA, I could chill, and I could do all this stuff that Luka is doing. I could facilitate, I could still get my points, but guess what I got the luxury of doing? In the fourth quarter, I got a guy who can take over like Kobe. The luxury of being the guy who get all the credit as the number one, and then when it's crunch time, if you ain't got it, this guy 9 times out of 10 is going to have it. He's that good. Like, he is on so much, I can rely on him like a Kobe or Michael Jordan. The luxury of being the best player on the team, and you can pick and choose whether you want to do it or you can give it to, like, if I'm hot and I'm making shots and I feel it, I'm hot, then maybe I'll take the shot. But if more than likely, since that ain't really my game, I'm not going to be like that. I got the luxury of saying, hey, young fella, this your time. Kyrie Irving is the dog that's on the leash that got a lot of chain, but you holding it back because he can take over anytime he want to, but you want to hold him back. But then you can also say, okay, now go do your thing. And he can go do it almost every single time. Every time Luka has called on Kyrie in the fourth quarter or in the clutch, Kyrie has showed up. He's hitting game winner after game winner, left-handed game winners, hitting big buckets. I mean, everything that you needed from a sidekick, man. This dude is amazing, man. Imagine having Kobe as a sidekick. That's what Shaq had. I ain't got to shoot the free throws. This young fella can take over in the fourth. Imagine how Shaq felt having Kobe. That's what LeBron is describing. He's describing, I got Kobe on my side. I can be Shaq and dominate the paint, but I can also let this young fella take over. And he's going to do it almost every single time, man. So that's why I thought was interesting about him even saying that, but kudos to LeBron and his podcast, and it looked like JJ Redick go get that job. But I thought it was a fascinating piece of footage for him to say, man. It's probably go viral. People are probably already talking about it, but I thought it was dope. So this is the final topic. I'll open the phone lines up. I want to hear what y'all think about LeBron saying that about Kyrie. If you think it's true, what else did you catch in that clip that he was saying that you thought was interesting? So I'll open the phone lines up right before I end the show. I gotta go catch this game. Brandon Stewart dropped 33 tonight. Sheesh. I gotta see how Angel Reese got ejected. I want to see that. But if we're not going to get any phone calls, we can go ahead and end the show, man. all topics are open. Hit the phone line and whatever case may be. Let me see what these comments saying. Whether you like them or not, imagine if the Lakers had LeBron, AD, and Kyrie, it would be crazy. You're right. Of course it would. But Kyrie can whoop LeBron. Kyrie is in his prime. Imagine if Shaquille O'Neal had the 81-point Kobe. He did have an 81-point Kobe. Kobe was that good, man. Kobe was 81-point Kobe when Shaq was there. They just had him on that leash. They just had him on the leash, man. But he took over when it was time to take over. He took over when he needed to, man. LaFleur wants to be Tom Brady in the NBA and play at 40. I think he already 40. LeBron overrated. ESPN showing Kyrie fake love. Yeah, they ain't got no choice. But he earned it. They want to keep trashing him. This has been the script for LeBron's podcast the entire time. Use superlatives to raise AI and Steph. Raise AI and Steph has the most influential to disrespect Jordan, and now Kyrie is the most gifted to diss Jordan. I mean, so when people make statements like the most or the best and all that stuff, when they talk about players like that, it's just their way of putting emphasis on it. And I wouldn't say he's trying to slight Jordan. He just putting emphasis on who he's trying to big up at the time, because at the end of the day, in your mind, you kind of automatically take Jordan out when you're having conversations, because you already know he's the GOAT and he's probably the best player we've ever seen. So it's like, why keep talking about that? We already know that. That's a given, right? So so when he says that, exclude Michael Jordan, because I think he excluded him in his head. Caller from California.
Yo, it's Mo from Sac.
What's up, brother?
Yo, so I seen today, Trinity Carter. It was like viral on Twitter. I don't know. I ain't trying to get too spicy, but yeah. So she had like a Trinity Carter fan account tweeting that black men are the weakest links. I guess responding to all the Caitlyn Clark. They think black men's protecting them, and then so she retweeted that on her personal page. And so somebody retweeted saying like, "How's a WNBA player allowed to do this?" Da da da. So I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, you about to push a lot of your fans out the league if you doing this funny business. That's all.
Yeah. I wouldn't even care about that. Like it, like I'm unmoved by that. Somebody posted "Black man in the weakest link" and she reposted it. I could care less. I really could. I could care less, because at the end of the day, guess what? If she's saying that to refer to what she was saying on ESPN, she got a good point. I might not agree with her, but she got a great point. There was some jellyfish men on that.
Nah, because that's her biggest base. Nobody rides for the WNBA more than the man. Like, what are we doing?
I disagree.
Oh man,
everybody who has called this show don't watch the games. When the last game you watched?
Me, I'm not gonna watch it.
Exactly.
I know ain't no women watching.
Yeah. But if you take,
and we know a lot of men who are basketball fans, they want a virtue signal to the women, so they'll do it though. And you go to the games, it'll be fathers bringing their daughters of all races. It's a lot of men. They even talk about it. The men ain't showing up. It'll be dads showing up to the game. That's it.
Yeah, but anecdotal evidence. Everybody who has called my show don't watch. And y'all don't mind by saying y'all don't watch.
So who watching?
Yeah, that's a good question. You said we the biggest supporter. I'm trying to figure out how. I'm the only person I know that bought the WNBA League Pass.
And you a black man, see? Thank you.
Yeah, but I'm supporting basketball, not women. The women are playing good basketball.
And I guarantee there's a lot more brothers like you. Yeah.
Okay, well, find one other than me. Cause right now none of them watch this show. I'm looking for them. Who are the dudes that's watching WNBA? I don't know. I ain't seen the dude.
I never met a WNBA fan personally in my life, but
yeah. But yeah, I don't care about it. So I don't think that's her biggest fan base. Because I don't think we knew too much about Kennedy Carter, so I don't think she had a fan base. But for her to be frustrated with how the men are, you want to talk about virtue signaling, the way the men was virtue signaling for Caitlyn and her fan base, that's the only virtue signaling I seen.
But there was men on both sides doing that, Well, I mean, that's something else. It's just ultimately for her to reach me just that phrase. That was all it was. It was just black men are the weakest links.
Oh, shit. I don't care. I don't care about that.
Okay. All right, man. I guess we agree to disagree, but great show, man. I love the show.
Thanks, bro.
Okay.
All right. Posh King, call back, man. You can call back Posh King. See, Vin, not me. He ain't got the league pass either. He ain't watching. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you got league pass for the WNBA. Put a 2 if you don't. Posh King, what's up, brother?
What's going on, man? I had to jump in when I was waiting on the Lebron joint. Good show, though, man. Overall, the Caitlin Clark thing, though, just real quick on that, what they're going to do if she get a two-piece like Kobe?
Well, if
come on, man.
If they did all this for a hip check, if she get in the fight, somebody going back to Russia and they getting locked up.
And one thing they keep forgetting. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, yeah. If somebody punch Caitlin Clark, all hell go break loose. Especially, bro.
And one thing they keep forgetting, just with women, women say your money is her money, and her money is her money. They don't care about what Caitlin Clark is bringing in. They're looking at their pockets and how long they've been in the game. You feel me?
Yeah.
So they're gonna put out their all no matter what, and you already know, man, it's gonna be more sassy, and they're gonna come off with jealousy because they're females now.
Yeah.
So what even Chanel was saying, just hoop and all of that, you can't talk about the game and you're talking I don't want to use this word, but from a misogynist standpoint or whatever may be the case. When we see men out there, so if we want to respect their game and let them do their thing, just let it play out. Because you're putting all your eggs in Caitlin Clark's basket, it's either y'all going to get more eggs or y'all just going to live with the consequences.
Yeah.
These girls not going to play around with them.
Yeah. And this suggesting that, hey, she's bringing more money to your sport, so just ride the wave and play the game and let her do her thing. What happens? I mean, because she can't save their roster spot. So if I don't ball out and do my best, and I let her get hers, what's to say I'm not? They just cut a first round pick this season. Yeah, they cut a first round. They drafted a first round pick. I think she led the nation in scoring last year, and then she got cut. Ain't no guaranteed roster spot, so I can't come out here and dog it for one game because I'm playing Caitlyn. That might be my last game.
That might be your last game. Are you going to let Caitlyn do that to you?
Yeah, is Caitlyn going to help them get back on the roster?
Exactly. So I could never. Jordan was making $30 million his last 2 years. Kyrie was still making.
Hello. You might. Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm saying Jordan was bringing money for Jordan and the league itself, right? Kyrie was still getting $2 million a year. And you can't pick people like that.
Yeah.
The girls saying whatever Caitlyn is going to bring to the league, it's for the league and Caitlyn. And then maybe further on after this generation, if the league start get more sponsorship, just like Charles Barkley said, if he played now, he would have been coming to the game in a spaceship. Because their league is still developing more. So it's the money is not there. You have dudes look at Jordan, bro. What Jordan made as his maximum from playing, you have dudes that, Draymond Green contract is bigger than what Jordan. Come on, man. You have crazy contract in the league now. Because dudes wearing blouses to work now, because they just getting money to do whatever with it.
Right.
So, so on that part, all of that I'm saying is just it's just the control that these leagues overall, American sports is not open up to the world. So, so it's one commission that have it. And then if the commission not getting in and out like the president, the control over it can be crazy. You feel me? Because it's not open up to like, oh, we can vote out the commissioner every 4 years or whatever. Their interest is their interest. They don't really care about the fans if you really think about it.
Nah.
Average fans can afford these NBA games right now, man.
Yeah.
How much average fan can get the privilege to go see a finals? So by the
well, WNBA, you can get them tickets though.
But WNBA, because it's still in that developing stage.
Correct.
You feel me? So overall, these girls it's like what they said when plumbers were playing. I remember that John Sally thing with JJ Redick. Some of these girls, just like what's her name, still had to go over Russia and got in trouble. They still got to do more to earn money because the league just don't got it. So now you're telling me to dumb down what I do just to get what I get for this girl? That must be crazy.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand the
real quick, let me cut you off, right? So while you was talking, I'm looking in the comment section, right? And that was a guy by the name of Chris Green Confederate Statue Guy. That's his username, right? And while I'm talking, I see him type in an N, and then he typed in an I. And as soon as I seen the I already knew what he was doing. And then I seen the G. I said, "Oh, he about to try to spell the N word, right?" So before he even got to it, he was going with the E. He was going with the hard ER, right? The E came in, and I was just waiting to see what he was gonna do. And this dude misspelled it, and he put 2 E's and didn't even get to the R. I just went on and deleted him and banned him. And he was gonna come in here and try to call me the N word and misspelled it. It's not 2 E's. He wanted the hard EER. Lord have mercy, man.
Lord have mercy. You say you just stopped him right away.
Yeah, I went on and banned him. And I'm mad. Look, and I'm mad at all my moderators in there. I'm looking at Shay J with a ranch. I'm looking at who else in here with a ranch? Greg Anderson. None of y'all caught this. This dude was spelling the Roland Curtis. Oh, y'all, Greg, and oh my God. Y'all, none of y'all caught this. I gotta get some new ranches in here, man.
Ranches need ranches.
Hey, I need everybody that got a ranch that's in the comment section. I need an explanation on why y'all didn't see that right now. All right, man. Let me go ahead and clear this phone line, man. I had 2 more calls. They was trying to come in.
Hey, I know LeBron was gonna speak on Kyrie too. He just can't resist it, bro.
No, he just
cannot.
He can't. Yeah.
He just cannot. But you're calling him the wizard. You are calling that man the kid. Well, all right, man. I'm gonna finish watching the show, man.
All right, man. I appreciate the call.
Have a good one, bro.
Lord have mercy, man. I cannot believe y'all. Bumble clot. Man, y'all could not catch this dude was about to call me. I should have just let it go. Man. Y'all didn't see none of that. Here's a private number. This might be him. Caller from a private number. What's up?
What's up, man? It's Rick from Philly, man.
What's up, big dog? What's your thoughts?
Listen, man. First, I want to say, man, I appreciate your show, man. I'm like, damn, I'm glad God got us like you, and you know what I mean, that's pushing the right things, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong. So, we respect you, man. We appreciate you. You hear me?
Thanks, man.
Caitlin Clark, man. Caitlin Clark, she's just getting what everybody go through, man. Ain't about nothing, man. She gonna be all right. You know what I mean? All we gotta do is just, we just gotta open our eyes and we see what it is. And ESPN and these niggas pushing their narratives, man. They pushing whoever they want to push, and Stephen A. Smith, all these guys, all jokers, man. You know what I mean? So they gonna hype whoever they gonna hype. It is what it is. But real recognized, real, Angela.
Yeah.
Reed,
so you think everybody should just play the game and just let it happen?
Yeah, play the game, man. Because at the end of the day, ESPN, I don't know why, how did we get here? Why does Why is people like Stephen A. Smith that's pushing bad energy out? I mean, yeah, I get it. He get paid to do bullshit. We get it. You know what I mean? But why do he have a more powerful voice than you? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, right is right, wrong is wrong. We get it. It's entertainment. But okay, come on, man. Like, when it's trying to be fair and square and to be truthful, man, come on, man. Don't lie. Don't sit here and be pushing some bullshit ass narrative, man. But I mean, listen, we those who recognize real, they know what it is, man. Angel Reese and all these girls, and then the other young lady that you said that went through the similar thing like last year. Like, come on, man. We not stupid, man. People's waking up, man. I mean, but Kyrie situation and all that. Kyrie, like Bron is, he a funny boy, man. He a funny boy. Yeah, all you can do is just laugh.
Bron's so daggone glossy, man. Golly, man.
Ain't he, man? Come on, bro.
And you can't hate him. It's hard to hate him, man. He just
it's hard to hate him. But at the same time, that, like I said, bro, real recognize, bro. We know what it is. Look, at the point of his life, bro, this 21 season, man. When that man have a sit down conversation, bro, I can't never take that bull serious. He's not like like somebody that's just so genuine. You hear the tone of the voice whatever they speaking about is coming from the heart. And you know what I mean?
And LeBron is one of them dudes. Everything got an angle. It's always some reason why he said it. Like, everything is strategic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
First of all, he just contradicted. He just contradicted himself. Like, bro, you was just part of the word. You just dicky Steph like couple of weeks ago when you was on a podcast with JJ. Now you talking about how Steph is the most influential person in the world and all kind of stuff. Now you saying Kyrie because Kyrie in the limelight now. He getting this just like, come on, man, like.
And I guess he in the clickbait game.
Yeah, you know what I mean, bro. Like, come on, bro. You talking about something? He the most gifted person that you ever seen. Like, what?
That's high praise too,
bro. We respect Kyrie. You know what I mean? We love Kyrie. You talking about some? Like you said, bro, like you said it better than I could say it. You know what I mean? It's always something behind something. You know what I mean? It's always some type of angle.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Why would you lie and say he the most gifted person, the only person that you ever seen use his left hand? Kobe used his left hand. Come on, what are you talking about?
Crazy, man, Kobe
Like,
broke his right hand and was shooting with his left. As a matter of fact, I remember one game Kobe. I don't know if he separated his shoulder, but he did something really bad to it on his right side, and he stayed in the game, not being able to lift his right arm up, and was still posting up and was fading away with his left hand, and hit it.
God, bro.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that man.
Come on, man. Like, come on. We and that was so monumental. What you just said, like what Kobe was doing in these games, bro. And that's like 5% of what Kobe was going through in these, you know what I mean, in these games and all that. Like, you know what I mean? This nigga was going through some crazy shit and still holding down, you know what I mean, still standing on business, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, ain't no bitching out, ain't no going to the bench and sitting out, I'm hurt, or going to the locker room, I'm hurt. No. Come on, man. Like, and then like the thing about it is this, I always want to say this on your show. This is my first time calling. I always watch this show. I just want to say this, right? I always want to say this, but I never get a chance to call. I'm always busy. But to be serious, man, we all know what it is. You know what I mean? This whole media and all that, this never been like this before. This, like, ESPN never had this much power and voice, a group of idiots before. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Like, this never been like this before. We never been here before. You know what I mean?
And it's funny you say that too, because I already know what you're getting at, and I want to tell you and everybody that's listening.
Go ahead, brother.
Right? People might not know this because it ain't hit the news yet, but I was watching Dan Leopartard podcast, and Stephen A. Smith and ESPN have produced a documentary like The Last Dance, but it's produced by Stephen A. Smith and ESPN, and it's about debate shows and how it influenced media, sports media. And you already know it's about the daggone paint and portray Stephen A. Smith is the Michael Jordan of sports talk. Because he's producing it just like Michael Jordan produced The Last Dance.
Wow.
So the reason why Larry Portard was talking about it is because he said they about to announce the release of it, and he said he remember going to get interviewed for this, but ESPN hates Dan Le Batard, and he said he sat down for an hour and a half to answer questions and do the interview, but he didn't see his name on the credits, so he think they wrote his part out of the show or out of the documentary. So he was kind of mad about that. But
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's wild. That's wild. So forget. So now you controlling. You want to control your own narrative and lie. And forget Michael Wilbon. Forget the.
Michael Wilbon. They interviewed Michael Wilbon. They read the names and that was credited for being a part of it. There's a lot of names on there, but.
Okay.
But Stephen A. Smith about to daggone put a spin like hell on this bad boy.
Oh, I can't wait to see it and laugh. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just laugh. Yo,
who did he think he is though?
Listen, bro. You know what it is too? Like I blame us, you know what I mean, for us, I blame us for not, holding on, like just standing on business.
Bro, we didn't see it coming though. We didn't see it coming.
Well, you're right.
We didn't see because when debate shows first started, I want to say, oh man, when was it? I was in. Man, it's what we in 2024 now. Man, I want to say it's been around for about 12. Probably longer than that. Maybe
longer than that.
2008. You think maybe?
Maybe.
Oh no, yeah.
Or 8. No, maybe. I'll say maybe 8 or 2010.
Yeah, because LeBron came in what 03?
03.
No, it was before that because I remember before he won a championship, that was already saying that he ain't like Jordan. So the debate shows started around when LeBron came in.
For real?
Yeah, and it might have been before that because I also remember. All right, so when Kobe was going through his mess with Colorado, I think Stephen A. Smith might have been on his own show, quite frankly. It was quite frankly.
But where was he? When was he? Because remember, before he started the debate show, he was covering AI in Philly.
Yeah, in Philly. On I think it was quite frankly that was the show. So after that is when I think the first debate show might have been Skip and Stephen A. And somebody saying it's Cold Pizza. Remember Cold Pizza? First Take used to be Cold Pizza.
Cold Pizza.
Yeah. So I think that started, and then I remember the show where it was like 4 people on a panel debate and you get points. I remember that one. I think that one's still around.
I remember that one.
Yeah. So yeah,
I remember that one.
Somebody saying 06 is when it started. That sound about right. 06 sound about right.
06.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's right when D Wade won. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, because I remember they was debating if LeBron was gonna be like Jordan because they was comparing everything like, oh, Jordan did this at 25. This is what LeBron did it to it. They was comparing it like that, and then by the time he couldn't get to the finals and win, they was like, nah, he ain't like Jordan. So that's when he felt the pressure to leave Cleveland and join that super team because everybody was saying he not like Jordan because he ain't won yet. So
which is not fair though, which is not fair a little bit.
But that's what debate shows do though.
They put a lot of pressure on these guys, and they start doing stupid decisions. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like at the end of the day, you were supposed to just focus on you and your team. You know what I mean? What happened if you feel the pressure and you want to be like Jordan so bad, you want to be like Kobe so bad, bro, just develop your team. You know what I mean? The last dynasty that did that was Warriors. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is what I wanted to say. Right, bro. I think but we gotta we gotta be realistic here. You know what I mean? Forget the Jordan, forget the Kobe and all those guys. These two guys, they A1 and AB. You know what I mean? Those guys is like somewhere else with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their mentality is just by far somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard for us. We gotta stop. I myself, I wanted a few guys that came, and I was like, damn, I want to look at him as as how I looked at Kobe. But they always prove me the other way.
Correct.
But I cut back on that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to disrespect Kobe and Jordan no more ever again. You know what I mean? Even with this Anthony Edwards shit, like, come on, man. But I forget these two guys. Like I said, they somewhere else. I think we should focus on LeBron and Steph. For me personally, I think right now we sleeping on Steph Curry situation. Steph is actually right now. Steph is actually the GOAT of this generation.
Interesting.
Impact and influence on the game, and the change. When you say who changed the game, I'm talking about since Kobe actually my favorite player. I would say since Jordan, Steph changed the game.
Well, let me ask you this though. Take away all of the accomplishments and just evaluate him as a player in his game. Is he really that much better than Kyrie, or if at all?
No, he's not. I would never lie. I would never lie about something like that. He's not. He's not better than Kyrie.
So
Kyrie
don't you see how interesting that is, though? Don't you see how interesting circumstances can because with Kobe and Mike, we can without a doubt say, nah, they better than. I mean, I don't care who accomplished more than Kobe. Kobe's better than him unless it's Mike, right?
Yeah.
But with Steph,
Right.
like we take a great player in Steph, and then we take his accomplishments, and then we take those accomplishments and put him over players that's better than him, like Kyrie Irving.
Right.
So, and which is fair because you got to weigh in the accomplishments as well. But I don't want to OD on it and say he the GOAT of this generation. It's a lot of people after Kobe and Tim Duncan that helped carry the league. Steph, KD.
I was just saying of this generation, not Kobe. They generation. Nah.
But it's a lot though. It's not just Steph and LeBron. I think KD and is in there as well.
Nah, my opinion, I'll take KD out of it just because of
his failures,
not just his failure, his journey. How did he get to where he got? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His journey was a little different. I don't want to look. KD was actually one of my favorite players, and I was salty that he made that decision. Can't beat him. We're gonna join him. You know what I mean? Now it's like, bro, now you was one of my favorite players, but now you fit in the same criteria as LeBron. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the same thing with LeBron doing.
Very true.
What I mean? So how can I call you one of the GOAT? By the time your career is over, you're not.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
But don't Steph and D Wade go in that category as well because they also joined LeBron and KD. Like just because Wade stayed in Miami and LeBron came over to Miami doesn't make it different. They both wanted to play with each other. So the same.
Not necessarily because the report that came is that the Warriors wasn't looking for KD. KD went to them.
I don't know about that. I
remember the reports came in and they said the Warriors. I mean, the Warriors was not looking for KD. KD went to them.
I got a video I did when Draymond was talking about it on his podcast.
Okay, you can prove me wrong.
This what Draymond said. He said that BJ Armstrong was his agent at the time, and he said that Draymond was signing his contract maybe 2 or 3 years before that, and BJ Armstrong asked him, put the number on a piece of paper that you want me to ask the Warriors for, and I go get it for you. So he did that, and he came back and told Draymond that the Warriors is willing to do that, but he said, let me explain something to you. He said, if you take this much, when we get to this particular year or this particular time, this is what the cap space will look like for the Warriors, and this is the available players you could get with that money. But he said, if you take a little bit less, when it gets to this year, look who's a free agent that year. And he circled KD's name, and he said, if you take less, y'all will have money for that guy when he becomes a free agent in a couple of years. So he purposely took less money 2 years before Kevin Durant was a free agent in hopes that he give Kevin Durant.
So they've been in talks then. Wow. Oh wow. This changes some things right now.
Yeah.
But okay, I appreciate that one. All right, you know what then? All right, so how about this? He's okay, let's just say he's in the same category as D Wade, you know what I mean? The super teams. Okay. So let's say this, right? And he's in that same Bron and KD and D Wade and all that. But still there's a situation that Steph only played with one other superstar, which is KD.
Correct.
So, you know what I mean? And then his final record, is still amazing.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
21 and I believe 13. You know what I mean? The kid went to the finals 6 times and got 4 out of it. You know what I mean? Bron went to the finals 10 times and got 4 out of it.
Correct.
In 21 season, this kid been out. He got drafted in 2009, I believe. I might be off. You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, we don't give a lot of credit to the small guards, but we
should. And I think Steph wasn't getting a lot of credit. Like he got a lot of credit when he was winning the MVPs back to back. But right. I think him not showing up
not finals MVP, but yeah.
But the league MVPs, everybody was singing his praises because he was pretty much doing what Caitlin Clark did in college with how he was shooting and hitting three. Like that, everybody was in love with it. So he was getting love then, and everybody was ready to fast track him up to those conversations that LeBron was in. And then he had the finals.
The injury and all that.
Not the injuries. I'm talking about he went to the finals, the one that they won against an injured Cavs team, and then Iggy ended up getting the MVP. Yeah, Iggy got the MVP, and Steph Curry didn't play like he played in the regular season. So everybody started dying down on that conversation about Steph. And then KD showed up and became the number 1 for the team. So they was like, well, yeah, you really ain't getting it in that conversation no more. And it took for Kevin Durant to leave and for the Warriors to get there again and for Steph Curry to ball out against Boston. And he finally got in that conversation 3 years ago. So he's getting his love now.
Yeah.
But, I'm with you on that, man. Yeah, he is one of the GOATs of this era.
One of the GOATs, yeah.
But I would put LeBron there. I would put KD, all 3 of them there. All 3 of them carried this era.
Generation.
Yeah, they did for sure.
Yeah. And then one more thing as well. We just got to end this whole stupid ass debate. Bron would never be, Kobe. He would never be Jordan. You know what I mean? Those 2 guys play a different way than he is. You know what I mean? He's of course a little bit bigger freak of nature of magic. And somehow like Scotty. You know what I mean? And but his game is a little different. He an all around good player, but his journey is a lot different from the traditional. Stay with who you got, build it up, and like who did he really? We got this thing where we hear this thing where LeBron make everybody all his teammates better, but who did he make better? Kyrie was already Kyrie. Kyrie was already Kyrie.
Correct.
He went back to Kyrie. I mean, went back to Cleveland. Kyrie was already. He got so many awards already in the Olympics. I mean, the rookie of the year,
all-star. Yeah, he was an all-star already.
You know what I mean? MVP of in the USA, all kind of crazy shit. You know what I mean? This kid was already amazing. He was already a star. You know what I mean? On a team. So you know what I mean? You put a team together with Katie Love, Kyrie, and you brought some good role players and all that. You know what I mean? So and you have multiple super teams and shit like that. Come on, man! Like that, you cheating the game. I don't respect people that cheat the game. I mean, that's cheating the game multiple times. You did it too many times. You on my squad right now. You on the Lakers. We need you to go. I didn't want this guy here because I already knew. I've seen this coming. You know what I mean? He's a disaster, like a tornado. You know what I mean? I already seen it coming. I know what's going to happen. Oh, he's going to come over here, shift the blame on everybody, and not take accountability. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah.
He would never be Kobe. You know? Like Kobe actually took a Gasol. Gasol was before Kobe. I mean, before Paul came to the squad. Paul was he was an all-star one time. You know what I mean? 06. And Gasol been in the league since 02 or whatever, or maybe 01. You know what I mean? And Gasol became when he got with the Lakers, he became an all-star in 09. You know what I mean? When Kobe developed him, you know what I mean? Into who he was. So when we saying you seen what Mike did with Scottie, that's the same thing Kobe did with Paul.
Now you make a good point, man. Most of the guys that was co-stars with LeBron was already established superstars or established all-stars before he even got him, or at least the guys that he won with, they was already established. You know,
exactly.
So as far as making people better, I mean, you might can. I mean, we was able to see the best of Boobie Gibson in Cleveland.
Come on, man! Is that Boobie Gibson? Did Boobie Gibson make Hall of Fame?
Nah. But after LeBron left, Boobie Gibson was out of the league real quick, man. So if you're a shooter and you ain't got no business starting on nobody's squad, and all you can do is shoot, you got a spot on the roster with LeBron because he will find you. So I will say that, man.
Yeah.
But I'll take that off the air, man. I'm gonna try to get one or two more calls in before I end it.
Brother.
All right, man. I think. Yep. All right. All right. I had some calls come in that I didn't get to. Y'all can call back. It was let me see. It was okay, there we go. Caller from Texas. You got about 45 seconds. What's up?
Hey, I just got one quick question, man. Being that LeBron is almost 40, I'm not trying to be a pocket watcher or a hater on the man's money and all like that, but I'm asking your thoughts on basketball. Why do you think he still can command and demand these high contracts like he's, 23, 24 at his prime at the age of 38 or 30, whatever his age is?
The only thing I can think of is he must be selling a lot of merch, a lot of jerseys, and a lot of tickets. And and it might be right if you was LeBron agents, if you was Rich Paul, and LeBron said I want 50 mil a year on his next contract, and you go sit down and talk to Jeannie Buss, because I doubt he going to go talk to Rob Pelinka. He probably going straight to Jeannie Buss, and you sit down and say, hey, look, we know the Lakers made this much money last year based in ticket sales. Y'all are on TV every freaking every other week, right? So we know you making a lot of money and you got your tickets all the way jacked up. That's partly because of me, or mostly because of me. So I'm gonna need to get a piece of that. So he got a right to demand that if the Lakers is making that much money. The last thing I say, and then I get your response. With this new contract, the Lakers might counter and be like, man, we getting put out in the first round. We can't make deep playoff runs, and we make a lot of money in the playoffs, and you can't help me get that money back. What Rich Paul will come back with is, if you draft Bronny, we're going to be the talk of every ESPN subject again every single game this year, and as long as Bron and Bronny is there together. So we still going to be selling you tickets all season long, and you're going to make money. Right? So that's what they're selling. They're not selling championships. they're selling that your bottom line and your revenue is gonna be good. What's your thoughts on that?
No, that makes a whole lot of sense, man. It truly does. I was just curious, man, because when he went to Miami, I think they took pay cuts and stuff like that. And one thing about LeBron, man, he gonna get that money, and that's fine and all. But I'm just like, damn, that brother still getting these big contracts, and if they trying to play to win, at this stage in this game, if you want to get another superstar, like I'm hearing rumors about, or maybe one more to make it 4, 2 more to make it 4 total. Man, he can take a nice little pay cut, man, and they can really build that team, man. But, he has his own things about it. So it is what it is. I just find it interesting. But you made a great point with the ticket sales, the hoopla, the marketing, and come see LeBron go out. So you make a whole lot of sense with that, man. For real.
Yeah. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the call, too.
No doubt.
All right. All right, let's get one more in here. One more. I feel that's how the Cowboys look at it. Too, just about revenue and dollars. The being competitive part is second, 100%. Ronnie, what's up, brother?
What's up, bro? How you been, man?
I'm good, man. How about yourself?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm gonna make it quick though. The other caller, like a couple calls ago, whatever, he mentioned something about Steph Curry and LeBron being the GOATs of this era, like this current era, whatever. I agree with that, but I would say that I think more people would accept. I think more people would accept more of Curry's career because he was more traditional. I think LeBron was more political. I think he was more about controlling the narrative.
Yeah.
While to me, Steph was more just about playing and winning. And I think you can see pattern, and then you could tell certain things too, because really guys that's considered like GOATs and that we really put on that level, the Michaels, the Kobe's, the Duncans and stuff like that. All these guys played in the system, like Steph.
Yeah.
I don't think LeBron really played in the system, and the only time to me that I would say was close was when he was in Miami. But even then, like it didn't even last long. Like to me, I think in a few years, like after LeBron retired, we're gonna find out a lot more as far as about what was going on in the league for the past 20 years. But I think that a main reason why he left Miami too had to do with the fact that he knew that he couldn't get off his antics there like he could somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Miami is an organization. It's a lot of old schools, and they're about the tradition of the game, the history of the game. And I think that LeBron was coming in with his okie doke stuff that he does or whatever. But I just don't think that they were going for that. And I think that was one of the main reasons why he left.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about Kyrie Irving is dangerous. Kyrie Irving's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Hell, I think they're gonna win the finals. We're gonna see. But when it comes to comparing with Steph Curry, again, I would still put Steph there. I would give it to Steph, even though I wouldn't say that Steph is overall better.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I understand that. I understand if you making a list of if you make a GOAT list and you say let's rank these players down from 1 to 200. Yeah, I think Steph would be ranked higher than Kyrie Irving, not because he's a better player, but because he's just as good as a player as Kyrie. He might be slightly better, or Kyrie might be slightly better, but it's very close. And it might be based on your preference, which one you like better. But when you add the resume to it, I think Steph Curry's resume blows Kyrie out of the water.
Right, it's a book. I look at it like a book. Like where do we put you on the shelf when your career is said and done? Where do we put you? Are you on the top shelf with Mike and Magic? Are you up there with the Kareems and the Kobe's? Are you up there? Where do we put you at when your book is closed? Where do we put you at with your story?
Well,
that's what it comes down to.
That shelf with Mike, it's probably about 4 people up there. and Steph ain't one of them.
Absolutely, I agree.
Steph,
Honestly, I would say 3. I'm not mad at that because to me, it's Michael, Kobe, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Those are the top 3 greatest players to ever play in this league.
Mine too.
Ever.
Mine too. I got the same 3.
I don't even care what your order is. It don't matter as long as those names are the top 3. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yep. But the last thing go ahead. No, I was gonna say the last thing about this Steph Curry thing and the LeBron thing. You said Steph did it more traditionally. Steph is sneaky as LeBron. He's a little slick, little sly joker too. He's really concerned about his image as well. If he wasn't so concerned about his image, he wouldn't have ran to go look at those moon rocks after he got all that heat from the media because he said we never went to the moon. He's very concerned about his image, right? So he does damage control. He don't talk a lot about it, but he got people like Draymond that'll go talk for him, right? He got the media that'll talk for him because he's kind of like Caitlin Clark. Everyone loves him in the media. So if you can't say nothing bad about it, they're protecting Steph Curry constantly. And even if you say something like Kevin Durant was this or that to the Warriors, they're coming to defend Steph Curry. But when you really look at it, Steph Curry is really going out there trying to prove that the Warriors was all about him and they trying to diminish Kevin Durant. He's part of that effort as well. So he's just like LeBron, just not as loud.
Yeah, but this is the only thing that I think is different about it. I feel like Steph is going about proving that on the court. I feel like LeBron would he's just trying to force the narrative of that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference between them. So I do agree with what you're saying though. But this is one thing too. I'm not one of those ones that feel like KD was the reason that they were winning or anything. I honestly just felt like KD was just really a plug and play because really for that position. I honestly felt like they would have won even if they didn't get nobody that was Kevin Durant.
Well, if they
better than Barnes.
I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with that. Right, so the reason why the Warriors didn't believe that is because they didn't do it. If you could have saved that money and went and got anybody lesser than Kevin Durant and still won, why go get Kevin Durant? Right. So this is what the Warriors saw. They had Harrison Barnes in that position, and Harrison Barnes did not deliver in the finals. He couldn't hit the side of a barnyard if he was at a barn, right? So
I feel you, but they still won. Is my point.
No. The one they won was when Kyrie and Kevin Love was hurt. It was LeBron by himself with J.R. Smith and Dellavedova, right? So they won that series. Then they came back, and there was a healthy Kyrie and a healthy Love. We both agreed that Kyrie and Curry is on the same level. So if Curry is your best player and he's on the same level with the Cavs' second best player, who's LeBron James equal? Nobody, right? Mm-hmm. So you had a mismatch. The only reason why I was even competitive is because LeBron, his system is so flawed that
it's predictable,
right? So you have to do a lot of heavy lifting to win with that system. That's the only reason why I was even. But LeBron didn't have an equal in that series, right? And Kyrie Irving was eating Steph Curry's lunch in front of his face that his wife made, right? So so they knew that they could no longer beat a healthy Cavs team unless they get someone for LeBron James. That's why they had to go get Kevin Durant, who's the guy who everyone said was either the best player in the league or the second best behind LeBron. So now LeBron has an equal and Steph Curry has an equal with Kyrie. Now let's see who's going to win. Well, the best offense won because the Cavs don't run an offense as sophisticated as the Warriors. So that's the first point. The second point is, even with Kevin Durant, the Warriors barely got past Harden and the Rockets. If CP3 they get hurt, it's lights out for them, right? The last point is that they gave up so many pieces. That's why I can't say Kevin Durant was just plug and play. The style that they played, people thought they just ran up and shot threes. They did, but they had a really good defense. They had a 3-and-D player in Harrison Barnes. They had a 3-and-D player in Iguodala. They had Barbosa coming off the bench, 3-and-D and a blur. They had rim protectors in Andrew Bogut They had a rim protector coming off the bench and investor Zili, right? They had James Michael McAdoo. They had McGraw. They had a squad. They had a full bench. All these guys could play defense. That was interchangeable. They could switch on screens. All of that stuff. That was their style. They let Bogut go. They let Azili go. They let Barbosa go. They let Harrison Barnes go. Right. They let about 7 people go so they can bring in Kevin Durant. And then they had to go find people that play on the vet minimum that was way past their prime, like David West and people like that to fill the rest of their roster up. And they still won. Remember when Nick Wright first came out and said the Warriors lost all their defense, they can't win? And Kevin Durant never played defense. And Kevin Durant came out there and was like, I will play the center position in this death lineup of Draymond Green, Iguodala, Steph, and Clay, and I will be a shot blocker, and I'll switch all screens and guard the perimeter. Kevin Durant played that type of defense and helped them. It wasn't just his offense. So no, he wasn't just plug and play. He was the engine for Steph. The offense still ran through Steph, but Kevin Durant was a freaking monster.
No, I'm not saying he wasn't a monster. I just don't really. I don't feel like their system changed when he came. I don't feel like the system changed at all. I just felt like he was just being. He just was in a position just to be Kevin Durant. He was just able just to do what he do. You know what I'm saying? And their system worked. It flowed so perfectly for him. You know what I'm saying? But I disagree with some shit you said, but I feel where you're coming from as far as your perspective, though. I feel what you're saying, but I do just feel like it was because we never seen anything else close to that after that with Kevin Durant. He's the type of dude. He's a good player, and I think this is another thing too that people get confused. I think that because we see some of these guys are so talented, we assume that they should be leaders or the system should run through them somehow. And I think a lot of people look at KD like that, but I don't. I don't see him as that type of dude. Yeah. I see him as somebody who needs to be like really Warriors was perfect for him.
But hold on. He was that dude in OKC before he got to the Warriors. He was,
but he never closed the deal. He couldn't do that.
Yeah, but he was at the finals, and he faced a super team. A LeBron-led super team with D Wade and Bosh. So he got to the finals, and he was only 23. So Kevin Durant was absolutely that caliber of player, and he could lead a team. This is what happened to Kevin Durant after Golden State. He went to Brooklyn, and he became a villain, and the media didn't like him no more. The media didn't like Kyrie Irving. Stephen A. Smith was mad he didn't go to the Knicks. So he had a lot of people in the media against him. Even with that Brooklyn team they put together when they had Harden and Kyrie Irving, that was up on the Milwaukee Bucks 2-0 and was beating them 20 and 30 points. Like Jeff Teague on his podcast said, man, we knew we was going home in 4. We knew we was getting swept. And then Kyrie Irving got hurt. And then the next game, James Harden got hurt. And Kevin Durant still almost beat them in game 7, which means they would have been playing the Atlanta Hawks Nets. They would have easily got to the finals. Don't know if they would have won it. It would have depended on how healthy James Harden could have got. But they easily would have got to the finals. And we would be having a different conversation. But the league moved on from Kevin Durant. And when the league moves on from you, you're not going to get the favor. You're not going to get the whistle, the star calls, none of that. You're written out of the script. Just like WWE. If you're written out of the script and Stone Cold's supposed to be the winner, how the hell is The Rock go get the belt? Vince McMahon said it's not your turn. And the NBA said your time is up, Kevin Durant. It's not your turn.
Yeah.
And that's why you get swept by Boston when they're calling the game the way they're calling it. You got to add that aspect onto it when you're judging players and you're going to judge them based on what they accomplished. You got to look at the circumstances too, because sometimes it's the league, sometimes it's injury. It's a lot of circumstances. I wouldn't say he's not a leader because he's shown it, but when you were written out of the script, it's a wrap. But I'll take that call off the air, man, so I can get off here, man. I appreciate the call.
All right, man.
All right, yep. All right, one last call. One, because it was some people calling in while he was talking. I'll take one more. I think I seen one from like Michigan. I'm not sure. But yeah, man, Kevin Durant's not in the script no more, man. And he knows it. And LeBron knows it. That's why he keep trying to find clever ways to get back into the story. And if he draft Bron or Bronny, then the NBA's gotta, all right, man, we'll consider you one more year. We'll milk this, because if you can figure out a way to get the NBA to look at you and be like, oh man, we need to market this, for our money. LeBron understand that. Caller from Ohio, what's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
That's good. I'm just gonna piggyback on a couple of things right quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna make a quick thing with the WNBA. Those are women, and the women are just being women. I'm not talking about any basketball player. I'm just talking about women, how they do things. And if you understand women, how they're approaching it, it's just women being women. I
don't understand. Can you help me?
Just how women do things. I don't want to be sexist about it, but
don't be sexist. Tell me what you're saying and don't be sexist. Like, if what you're saying is sexist, I don't understand why you.
Well, I mean, it's not sexist, but I'm saying men and women are different.
Yeah, okay, I agree. Men and women are different,
the way men would handle the NBA and how they're going to talk about it is not going to be how women are going to talk about it. Women are going to talk about what they're going to talk about. That's what I'm saying. I still can't make the connection you're trying to make, sir.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave that alone then. Okay, but I know somebody out there understand what I'm saying. Yeah, I was talking about the Golden State. I'm gonna jump on that right quick.
Okay.
With the Golden State thing, like I said, I'm a Golden State fan. I've been watching them and Kevin Durant, and I'm not taking nothing away from none of them. But since 2015, and what the other caller was saying, since 2015, Steph Curry has been the most successful player in the NBA. And I think that's what he means as far as the GOAT of the generation, because it's 2015, he's been the most successful. The Kevin Durant, Jordan, Golden State.
Since 2015, what did he do since 2015?
He's won 4 championships, 2 scoring titles, and steals title. And obviously, he's won clutch player. He's won clutch player, and he's won MVP. He's won Western Conference MVP.
I credit him for 2 championships as a number 1, and I credit him for 2 as a number 2. How do you credit Kyrie Irving for the ring he won in Cleveland with LeBron? How do you credit that to Kyrie as a number 2?
What do you mean how I credit? I don't understand.
Like, how much weight does it hold? Does it hold the same as a championship that Steph won as a number 1?
You said when Kyrie won in 2016
as a number 2. All right, so I'm gonna take Steph, the first ring that Steph won in 15 as a number 1 versus the ring that Kyrie won in 16 as a number 2. Are they weighted? Right. Are they weighted the exact same?
Well, yeah, because Steph in 2015.
No. I just want to know if winning as a number 1 is the same as winning as a number 2. So when we're comparing players and we're talking about the greatest winners on the court, Jordan and Pippen are equal, and they're winning because they both got 6. Forget who the number 1 and who the number 2 was. Jordan and Pippen are equal as far as how their championships are stacked up. Correct. The point I'm trying to drive home, or actually get you to say, is, do you equate winning it as a driving force as the number 1 option the same as winning as a supporting role as a number 2 option? Do you weight them the same?
I mean, I think LeBron was the number 1 option. He drove that.
Right. That's what I'm asking. Is it the same? Is it weighted the same? Is LeBron's ring as a number 1 weighted the same?
Are you saying? Wait a minute. Are you saying Steph was number 2
behind Kevin Durant? Yes.
No. Okay. Well, that's where I was missing. No, Steph was number 2 behind Kevin Durant.
Let me. This is a fact. Let me state what that situation was. And I'm a fan. I don't want to take nothing away from Kevin Durant and his ability and his game. But when they got Kevin Durant was signing 1 year, 2 year options contract.
Okay.
What they were doing, and like I said, I don't want to call him a plug and play player, but if you look at the Warriors championships, the first one, like you said, Iguodala was the MVP, which he shouldn't have. Well, I ain't gonna say shit. Well, he shouldn't have been, but I'm not mad that he got it. I'll put it that way. So Steph and Clay, mainly Steph, is who you're not gonna leave alone. Well, you plug Kevin Durant in there 2 years later, and he's the MVP. I mean, what's the difference? Iguodala was the MVP a year before.
The difference is, Kevin. The difference is. Oh, wait. No, you didn't just say. Hold on, wait. Let me finish, man. Come on, man. You can't do that, brother. You can't do that. When I say hold on, I got a point I want to make. Come on, brother. Have a little bit of respect. When I say hold on, I'm trying to make a point. You asked a question, I want to answer it. The reason why Kevin Durant MVP in the finals is different from Iguodala's is because Kevin Durant is freaking Kevin Durant, and he was the number one option on the team. And his performance was that I'm putting this team on my back and on my shoulders, which is what he did. He put his team on the shoulders. He went toe-to-toe with LeBron James. He murdered LeBron James on that court 2 years in a row. He's the reason why they won in a sweep-like fashion, in a gentleman's sweep. He's already been an MVP in the league. Iguodala has done none of those things, right? So we're not going to act like the MVP.
The finals MVP.
Yeah, we're not acting like the finals MVP for Kevin Durant and Iggy makes them equal players. Come on, man.
No.
You go slight somebody just because you like Steph Curry that much. You can't do that, man. You gotta like sir. You have to like basketball more than you like the players that play it. Be a fan of the game. Be a fan of the game. Don't be a man fan. Go ahead.
Okay. This is what I'm saying. You're missing my point.
Okay.
I said Iguodala was the MVP the first year, right?
Uh-huh.
The next year, if it hadn't been a suspension and all that, Draymond would have been the MVP, right?
I don't know.
Well, Draymond was the MVP. Steph Curry
still
out there.
I don't know.
Okay,
they probably would have lost.
I watched the game. Yeah, Draymond would have been the MVP.
They still would have. My opinion, they
points.
still would have lost. So the MVP would have been LeBron.
Okay, well, I mean, but I'm saying Draymond, the other series, Draymond was the MVP of that series.
No, LeBron was.
The next year,
no, LeBron was. But go ahead.
I'm saying, as far as for Golden State, the next year, Kevin Durant was the MVP.
Okay, so what you explaining is that Steph Curry can't rise to the occasion in the finals. You're saying he needs Viagra in the NBA finals, and Kevin Durant was the Viagra that he needed. That's what you're saying.
When they wasn't there, he's the MVP. So what I'm saying, if he had never gotten there, then those arguments would be legitimate. But since he started in 2015, this guy, and like they say, you say Kevin Durant was the number one option.
He was.
Now, according to Ty Lue said Steph was the number one option, and we're gonna double Steph, and we're gonna live what happened with Steph. And that's from Ty Lue's lips. Ty Lue said Steph was the number one option.
And did it work? Hold on. Listen. Did it work when they had that game plan? Did Cleveland and Ty Lue beat the Warriors?
No, I'm saying when they
No. Ask the question. Ty Lue's game plan was.
Are we using injuries?
Stop. Listen. Ty Lue's game plan against against the Warriors, according to you, is that Steph is the number one option, so we're going to double Steph. And out of 9 games, they got 1 in 2 years. That was their game plan. But without Kevin Durant, that same Ty Lue game plan was to put pressure on Steph, and it worked, and they beat them.
Wait a minute, what 9 games did they get and got 1?
They played Cleveland 2 years in a row. 1 year was a sweep, 4-0, and 1 year was a gentleman's sweep, 4-1. That's 9 games.
You're talking about when
But answer my question. The game plan that you're saying Ty Lue used was to stop Steph. It didn't work because of Kevin Durant, correct?
Yeah, because they had somebody to make open shot.
Not open shots. Kevin Durant wasn't Kyle Korver just sitting in the corner waiting for open shots. Kevin Durant.
But I'm saying they didn't. If Harrison Barnes, because I watched the whole.
Then why they let Harrison Barnes go then? Why did they go get Kevin Durant?
In 16, if he had made a few open shots, they would have won Game 5.
No, dude, stop it. Come on.
Yes,
Look, you call here the cap for Steph Curry. We're not about to do that, man.
No,
we got to be honest on this show.
I'm talking about the Warriors.
No, man.
And like I said, Steph Curry's been the most
what kind of shirt?
player since 2015.
What kind of shirt you got on right now?
Wait a minute. Okay, has Steph Curry been the most successful player since 2015? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, who's achieved more than him?
Tell me what he achieved as a number one option.
He's always been the number one option, but I'm saying
not when Kevin Durant was there.
Not when 2015. Who's achieved more?
What was his MVP years?
Just answer my question. I answered yours. Okay,
hold on. Tell me what
I answered your question.
Tell me what he achieved.
Who's been more successful?
Tell me what he achieved since 2015.
Well, answer my question. Since 2015,
I'm trying
who's been more successful?
If you tell me what he achieved since 2015, I'll answer your question.
Okay, he's been to 6 finals.
No, he has not, man.
Since 2015, he has been to 6 finals.
Oh my God! All right, go ahead.
He went. Wait a minute. He didn't go to 6 finals.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's been in 6 finals.
Why is going to 6 finals a
accomplishment? 6 finals. What do you mean he's been in 6 finals in 2015? He went to his first one in 2015.
Name his accomplishments, man. We're not going to no finals appearances as an accomplishment.
Finals.
That's not an accomplishment, man. He got clapped in 2 of them. Stop, man. Kawhi Leonard clapped him.
I'm gonna name him. He's got 4 rings.
That's two of those finals appearances are failures, sir.
Let me name. He got 4 rings. He's got 2 scoring titles. He's got a unanimous MVP. He's got a scoring title and a steals title in the same year. Which how many people has done that? He's got that. He's got what did he get this year? Clutch player of the year. He's got Western Conference Finals MVP, and he's got Finals MVP, and he's got the all-time 3-point record. He's got the highest what do they call that? Whatever in history for one season. So who can top that? Since 2015. Now, if you want to go back farther and add other people's accomplishments before that, but since 2015 is the fact that Steph Curry has been, and that's what the other guy was trying to explain. He wasn't articulate about it enough.
Okay, and what has LeBron done since 2015?
LeBron's got 2 titles.
As a number one, and Steph got. I
don't call it the bubble, but one of them's called the bubble.
And Steph got 2 as a number one, right? Because you keep counting these numbers. You keep counting these, like those two of those rings are Kevin Durant's rings. He led that team.
Okay, and you wait a minute. You talk about 2015, and believe me, I enjoy this conversation. There ain't nothing contentious about this. But you were talking about Kyrie's injuries with the Nets, right? With Kevin Durant. Well, why don't they count? Why don't you count in 2016? Nobody makes excuse that Steph was hurt.
What are you talking about?
In 2016, when he lost, nobody makes no excuse that he was hurt.
You talking about that he was hurt in a series that he played in?
Yeah, in the finals, 2016, Steph was hurt.
Yeah, everybody was hurt in that final series. Listen, they played 82 games in a whole playoff run. Everybody that was on the floor was hurt. All the starters.
Well,
we don't count being hurt. If you play, wait. We don't count being hurt when you actually played the game. Just like when LeBron James lost and came to the podium with a freaking wrist, a bandage around his wrist, or whatever he had around his wrist. We don't count that. If you played, you played. Now we count if you was out for the game, just like Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving was. That's called being hurt. We're not about to count. Oh man, everybody had an injury, bro.
But I say this about people being out and being hurt. We can't use that as a criteria because then no championship in history would mean nothing. So we can't count because the person, I don't care when they get hurt, when they are, we can never make that an excuse because no championship will mean anything. Isaiah got hurt and then he missed the game, or how about the guys who got hurt during the season? So I don't ever use whoever's there, whoever's not there as excuse for who won a loss, because then no championship and anything would mean nothing. So
I don't. It's noteworthy to mention if you're playing and your second best player and your third best player is not there, then it is what it is. It's noteworthy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if because somebody would look at the year that Clay.
Hold on. What's your name? Hold on. What's your name? What's your no? What's your name? What's your name again? I want to address you right. What's your name again?
I'm from Ohio. I don't give my name.
You don't get okay. Caller from Ohio. Well, look, listen. No one. You're making an argument against something I never said. No one is saying Steph Curry ring doesn't count because Kyrie was hurt. The only reason why I brought that up is because you.
Steph was hurt.
Listen to what I'm saying. You was trying to make a point that I don't know. You was trying to make a point that something Steph did was such a great accomplishment and he could beat LeBron and all this. I'm saying LeBron faced him without his number one and his number two, or his number two and his number three. That's noteworthy to mention, but that doesn't mean I'm not counting his ring. So it's no point to even debate that. The ring counts. I'm not discounting his ring. I'm just letting you know when they both was healthy, what really was supposed to happen. Oh, I know what you were trying to make. You were trying to say that they didn't need Kevin Durant because they beat the Cavs without him. But I'm telling you, they beat the Cavs without their number two and number three. That's why Kevin Durant was necessary, because when they ran it back against a healthy Cavs team, they couldn't beat them. So they needed Kevin Durant. They couldn't do it with Harrison Barnes. So that I think that's a falsehood that you're saying they didn't need Kevin Durant. They could have ran it with just any small forward like Harrison Barnes. No, that's not possible. But man, I appreciate your call though, man.
Well, just let me alliterate this, and then I'll make it quick. I'm not gonna say they didn't need Kevin Durant, because that would be me overstating Kevin Durant's importance of the game.
That'd be you lying, sir. That'd be you lying, sir.
I wouldn't say they didn't need him, but
yeah, but that'd be you lying.
He wasn't the number one option. That's my point.
No, but he was though. But he was though. What's your definition of a number one offense? What's your definition of the number one option?
Who the offense is built around and who?
No, that's not what the number one option is, sir. The number one option is your best player that's going to bail you. Your number one option is your best player that more often times than not bail you out of the tough situations.
That too. That's what.
Because guess what? Steve Nash, that offense was built around him in Phoenix. The number one option was Amari Stoudemire. Hold on. The high pick and roll, screen and roll they ran in Utah was built around the talents of John Stockton. The number one option was Karl Malone. You get where I'm going with this? Wait. You get where I'm going with this? So the better player and the better scorer.
No, I don't agree.
Oh, okay. So the offense,
Steph was the number one option. KD.
Yeah, but that's because you like Steph, though. You a cap for Steph. You like Steph.
That's what.
You like Steph. No, but I don't care what we already went through Ty Lue. You can't give me Ty Lue's explanation of who the number one was when.
And Draymond said it too. Draymond said Steph got more triple teams than Kevin Durant.
And but that don't mean he was the number one option. Kevin Durant was the number one option, shit, mate. He was the number one option. I don't even know where you going with this. And you talking about some Ty Lue, and Ty Lue got swept twice. Come on, man. We get out of here, man.
Let me say this, because Steph's not athletic. I think because he's not athletic.
That ain't got nothing to do with it, man. That ain't got nothing to do with it, man. You can't. You look. Just because you want to come up here and cap for him for whatever reason you like him, I don't know. I don't know if it's his eyes. What is it? The braids? I don't know. I don't know why you want to call him a cap. You always call my show and get into a Steph Curry conversation, and it always ends like this. It always ends with you being barbecued and cooked every single time. You always leave here flame blower every single time. And I'm tired of doing this to you. I'm tired of putting you in that pot. I'm tired of it. Come on, man. Get some better material. I don't want to keep calling and talking about freaking Steph Curry, man.
Best player of the year.
Man, stop
When he
getting
just
cooked.
clutch player of the year.
Stop getting cooked, man.
Wasn't he just clutch player of the year though?
Shipmate. Calm down.
Wasn't he just clutch? Come on.
Shipmate. Stop it.
Hey man, good talk, trying to enjoy it, man. But we just disagree. But I like your show, man. But
I love your call. I love your call-ins too. Huh?
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
All right.
All right.
Shipmate, what's up?
Hey, what up, Sam?
Why people be calling here and doing me like this, man?
Hey, bro, I lost it when you said I'm tired of putting you in this pot, man. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, though. I do feel though, KD was only the number one option because of how people were guarding Steph, because of the year that he came off of prior to that. That was the year before KD got there was the year he got unanimous, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the league started to take on notice how good Steph Curry was, and they started guarding him very aggressively.
It started with Cleveland in the finals too, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So
like
let me ask you this.
They had that record and they lost to Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they had that record. They lost to Cleveland, but the year before that, like you said, and I agree, if Kyrie does not go down, if Kevin Love does not go down 2 series before that, that's a whole different series, man.
Correct.
We're looking at a whole different conversation about Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors,
Correct.
So, yeah, that's tough, man.
So let me ask you this, though. So being that as a number one option, because remember Draymond, and I did an episode on this. Draymond on his podcast said, we don't win those 2 rings without Kevin Durant. We don't beat Cleveland again. Because he said not only Cleveland, but he said teams in general started to figure them out, and they figured out how they can beat us by taking Steph out of the game. And they took Steph out of the game by exactly what you said. They get super physical with him. They face guard him. And once they do all that, the offense is done. So he said teams figured them out. He don't think they would have got back to the finals at all. But he said when Kevin Durant came, you couldn't do Steph like that no more, because now you got this 7-foot monster over here. And that's exactly what ended up happening. So basically what he described to us is Steph was the number one option until he got figured out. And now as a number one, he wasn't going to be able to lead us. So they went and got a number one that can handle everything. And now Steph can run free.
Does that make it, does that mean that because they changed the way they play, does that fully transition KD to number one? And
no, he was the number. As soon as if you're the number one on the team, as soon as a better player come, you're the number 2.
Okay.
Right. So like when Kevin Durant came to Phoenix, they might be running the same offense that Devin Booker know, but now Kevin Durant's automatically the number 1.
Okay, so let's on that logic, right? I don't think LeBron was the number 1 on the Heat. Dwayne Wade was the better player.
And what did Dwayne Wade say? He said after they lost to Dallas, he took a step back.
Take a step back. Yep.
So LeBron could be the number 1.
LeBron,
yes.
Yep. Exactly.
What did Steph Curry say when KD showed up? He took a step back.
You took a step back as well.
He had to, because a better player showed up.
Oh well, yeah. That's true too, though. That's true too.
It is what it is. But I got to get out here, man. This was supposed to be 2 hours. It ended up 3.5 hours.
That was a good episode. I wasn't able to tap into the comments as much as I usually do, but I listened to the whole thing.
It's a lot of people losing wrenches tonight. Hey, put y'all bid in who want to do actually some real work and monitor the comment section that want a wrench. Because all these people that had wrenches and let that dude call me the N-word in the comment section and ain't nobody kick him out. I gotta have y'all wrench for that, man.
Yeah, I didn't see it until you mentioned it.
Don't worry about it. You won't see that wrench no more either.
Oh, I'm gonna do it through the phone. My bad. I didn't get to see it.
No, I'm messing with you, man. Y'all wrench holders, man. I can't believe y'all, man. And y'all gotta be on point for me next time, man. Somebody come in here being racist like that.
We ain't gonna let that happen.
All right, bet, man. I appreciate it, man. Luckily, I caught it though. Luckily, I caught it, man. That man was in here mad because he was mad because I was in here talking about Caitlin Boo Boo, and he was like, I won't stand for this. That man typed up the N-word with me and spelled it wrong too.
Yeah, I'm gonna address that real quick, and then I'm gonna let you go, man. But that Caitlin Clark situation, I think I sent you a video, because I've watched about 5 Fever games. I've watched about 2 Sky games, and I've also been tuned in because I ain't gonna lie. Out of all the rookies, I like Cameron Brink. I like her, and I like her fit on the Sparks. So I watched about 4 of their games as well. But I'm saying all of this to say this: Caitlin Clark does not have the supporting cast that the other 3 have. But I'm not going to sit here and say that they're only targeting Caitlin Clark because, like you said earlier, I've seen that Angel Reese when she got their body slam. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. Well, the supporting cast is only responsible to help her get wins. So to explain why she's not winning, I will put that on the supporting cast. But to explain why she's going out there scoring 3 points and 8 points in key games and you can't get it done and you look like totally different from what you looked in college, that ain't got nothing to do with her supporting cast.
Yeah, she's forcing it. She's definitely forcing a lot of shots, though.
Yeah, she looking
I
like.
would agree there.
Yeah, she looking like Jimmer Fredette out there, but
not college Jimmer.
Nah, not college Jimmer. Looking like pro Jimmer or pro Adam Morrison.
Sacramento Jimmer.
Yeah. And Jimmer Fredette still a bucket. I wish he would come back in the league and give it a try, man. He a bucket.
He dropped like 80 something in the league that he was in.
He cold.
A couple months back.
He cold. He need to come back to the league and run point for a playoff team, man. But yeah, let me get up out of here, man. Let me end this stream, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thanks, bro.
Yes, sir. All right, sir.
All right, man. Thank y'all for making this show. It's super long, but we still had people in here watching, so I appreciate that, man. I want to see the numbers go up though. I seen 500 in here on the live before, and that was a day I went in. I started at 3:00, man. So maybe I'm going too late, but getting between 150 and 250 is good. But I want to see that 500 again. So y'all doing a good job of sharing the videos and stuff like that. I see people are sharing it and stuff like that. But let's do a real good job this week of sharing the video. Let's see if we can get new subs in here and get a lot of people, man. Because as much as this show grow, the more I can come to you. Who knows? This might be a daily show, but I just wanted to grow. So invite as many as people as you can invite. Tell as many as people as you can tell. If you enjoy the show and it's good, man, let's help it grow. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already hit it. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And for everybody that's already subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell and click all. So as soon as I go live, everybody can get a notification and all that stuff, man. But other than that, man, peace. Appreciate it. No super chats today. Actually, one. So I appreciate that, man. But thank you for all the comments and all the call-ins. I'll catch y'all on Friday with the full panel. Peace.